Hey Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of November general reading here. Let's talk about the meditation I just had. I feel like I always say that when it's your reading. I'm like, oh my God, let's talk about but it really was something else. Okay, so the first thing that I saw was a frog, which is about emotional detoxification and all of that good stuff, emotional release and letting all that out and connected in that way. And then I saw it turn into like a prince, and I was getting for like frog prince vibes. And then I heard the song, which was really fascinating because Aquarius I heard the same song for, Could by Brian McKnight, and it felt very like, how do I put this? Like Marvin Gaye, but not like overtly so, where it's like, hey girl, you want to come up and sit on my throne with me? Like it was very like, I don't want to say like it was like too good to be true. It just felt like it was fantastical in nature, which was really cool. And then I saw X marks the spot in terms of like, it was like a map. And I saw this line of fire torches that were like lining this moat. And then I saw like all of these signs and symbols pointing the way to this very specific X mark on a map. Okay, let's see what comes up. I was like, what am I seeing? Frog Prince, what? Hearing Brian McKnight? What is going on? Okay, what's the animal energy for my beautiful Sagittarians for first half? It's almost your birthday season. Okay. So we got the fire ant. Fire ant from a fire signs. So I'm going to tell you what I'm getting immediately from this. Now, well, first I'm going to tell you the traditional meaning, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from it. So the traditional meaning is that there's a whole lot of stimuli, right? And do you see how all of these are the colors of the lower chakras, right? Or the upper chakras, where it starts with green for the heart chakra, then it goes up to throat with blue, and then on and upward. Those are like the cool jewel tones. And then these are like the warmer tones. So this is, you know, being so overstimulated that you feel cut off from your upper chakras, you feel overwhelmed, and there's just like a lot of cooks in the kitchen, right? So I'm going to tell you, there is that aspect of it, but I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from this. It's fascinating. I am getting, there's this feeling of being at the center of attention, right? Feeling like all eyes are on you, feeling very, wasn't your last reading about something to do with feeling, wasn't it called like feeling wanted or something like that? That's what this feels like. It feels like you know what, it feels like your light is on. It feels like your light is on. That's what it feels like. And there's a lot of attention coming your way, a lot of people coming towards you, reaching out to you. It just feels very like, wow, this is all happening a lot at once is pretty much what it feels like. Interesting. Isn't there like a, you know, like there's like a queen bee? Is there like a queen within the fire ant kingdom? I think there is. Something about that. And I'm seeing like the yellow, how it's like a yellow circle, like a crown. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. But this is a lot of stimuli, that is for sure. It's definitely in abundance, okay? Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you guys. This can also be the active filtration of people's opinions and thoughts that you don't need in your atmosphere as well. It's like, okay, thank you, didn't ask. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, guys, look at you. Coming up in your own reading, the Queen of Wands here. I absolutely love it. So fire for fire. Loving where this is going. Oh, and the Queen. And I was just talking about, is there a queen ant? It looks like a crown. Interesting. All right, let's see where this goes. She also has this heart on the flag here. This is really fascinating what I'm picking up. But Queen of Wands, so between you and me, she is my favorite queen. Like, I'm an Aquarius. Okay, yeah, I'm a Sagittarius rising, all of that good stuff. But my favorite queen is the Queen of Wands, even though the Queen of Swords technically represents me in the deck. I love her because she knows when to be active and when to be inactive. She has that balance down pat, which is just why I love her so much. And and this is like a dry, arid fire. I'm hearing the theme song to a really old show. What was it called? Step by step, day by day. People we love, something we say, make it better the second time around. I'm hearing that theme song. You know, this Queen of Wands energy here too. Remember what I said, that you're going to be at the center of attention. There's going to be a lot of people coming towards you. And do you see the look on her face around that? Even the cat is giving some shady eye there, right? I feel like there's a message here about being discerning about who and what you give time to. Just because there's a lot of it doesn't mean you want to or have time to entertain every offer. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see what else is coming up. Kind of like the Queen of Swords in that way. However, the difference is here is that she's like, well, I completely understand why you would be coming towards me because, you know, my light is on. The Queen of Swords is like, how did you get my number and my address? Security! Eight of Wands here, kids. I love this. You know, I told you, this feels so positive, this fire ant situation. You know, the Eight of Wands, more wands here for you, is upward ascension. This is messages, phone call, email, snail mail, carrier pigeon, someone standing outside of your window with a boombox, a la say anything. No, but this is what this is, traditionally speaking. This is an abundance of communication coming in and towards you. And that's what we've been talking about, right? And remember, this Queen of Wands is like, okay, well, I'm going to choose who I entertain and who I make time for. And a circular clock in the crown. You know, there is this feel. Remember when I said I saw the map and it was like pointing you like X marks the spot? I feel like you're being divinely guided right now. Well, I mean, we always are, but especially for you right now in this season before your birthday season here, where it's like, okay. Can you really practice this beautiful line of discernment about what is and isn't for you? Because I feel like there are going to be some offers and people coming your way that some of them are worth your time and some of them are not. Some of them are the pre-show to the actual. This is reminding me a lot of the Aquarius reading, I have to say. But some of them are pre-show, whereas the actual show is coming in. If you entertain the pre-show too long, you'll miss the main event. Like where X marks the spot. Okay. What else is going on? All this fire though here. I'm all about it. Whew. The Lovers. Really? Are you sure? I mean, this is exactly what I was just talking about. The Lovers literally translates to choices in love. Do you see the heart here too? And again, with this Queen of Wands with the heart up here. I can't. Listen, Gemini energy here, right? And with this Lovers coming in, this is actually, that's the same lady in both of these, the Queen of Hearts. You know, remember when I said that it's really about if you aren't super discerning with all of this attention you're about to be getting and communicate. I just want to say one thing too. Some of this communication coming towards you and people coming towards you, some of it's brand spanking new, okay? I also feel like some of it is not. Some of it is old. Some of it is pre-existing. Some people that you have not heard from in a long time that part of you may want to reconnect with, whether I feel like, okay, I honestly feel like some of it's going to be romantic intentions. Some of it's going to be platonic, let's catch up. Your light is on. Why do I keep saying that? Your light is on. Let's talk about the Cecropia moth. Have I talked about the Cecropia moth to you before? I don't know, it keeps coming up. The North American Cecropia moth, when it comes out of its cocoon, it only lives for 2 weeks and it has no mouth because it has only one purpose, and that is to procreate. It emits this scent to attract mates, and I think their mates can smell it like up to like something crazy, like 10 miles away or something. Maybe it's 3 miles, who cares? But they can smell it from pick it up from a long way away. So there's this energy here of, you know that saying like moth to a flame with the fire ant? Moth to a flame. Listen, and they live to serve the queen. Listen, there's this energy of, listen, your light is on. There's going to be a lot of people coming towards you wanting to be in your energy because it's going to make them feel at home. I'm over here like, that's what I'm getting. It makes them feel at home during this time. There's something about you being the embodiment of a bonfire that makes them feel warm and fuzzy and at home. And that's a beautiful thing. Just keep in mind that that's in your energy right now. And it doesn't mean that you have to make time and entertain everyone. Like, you can pass out appetizers and then, you know, go down your way. 'Cause remember when I saw the row of bonfire, what are those things? Like, not tiki torches, oh my God, not tiki torches. But like the torches that were on moats out of castles, like that's what I saw. And then it was, remember in the Frog Prince, and then it was like going this way and like showing arrows, like X marks the spot. It's like deep in the woods, you know what I mean? Into the woods, into the woods. You know what I mean? And so it's like, pass out appetizers and then get on your merry way. Oh my God, appetizers. I think he's serving appetizers. This dude right here. Anyway, choices in love. But you see how she's like off with their head, but you can stay? This is, you know, that's what you're being asked of. The amount of red over here is ridiculous, which is the root chakra, right? Which grounds us to the earth, and then we have, you know, the sacral. This is going to be a very passionate, earthy vibe-edge time for you. Clarifier for Queen of Wands. I also feel like you're going to be feeling in your fiery energy too in a really beautiful way, because it's like, you know, it's Scorpio season. This one kind of fell out, but it wasn't of my shuffle, so I discount it. But I'll tell you what it was Eight of Cups, which is walking away from relationships or situations that no longer emotional serve you, but I like them to come out in the true shuffle. I feel like there's this energy here of letting your fire sign self really work for you, and you're feeling really empowered within that. Your feeling of alignment to your element. You're not a fire sign that's coming across as a water sign, for example. You're a fire sign that's coming across as a fire sign. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at all this. Fire ant, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Lovers. What? Then you have Justice. Can you even believe this? Look. Do you see how she has a freaking crown on, and the crown and the kingdom and everything here? Like, listen, justice is everything is as it should be. The two pillars here, two pillars of justice and the scales and everything else. I want to point something else out. In Egyptian mythology and lore, in order to pass over to the other side, you would put your heart on a scale and a feather on the other end of the scale. And if your heart was, you know, just as light as that feather or lighter, something like that, then you got to go through to the afterlife. But if it was heavier than a feather, then you couldn't. There's something here about that. There really, really is. You remember how I said these offers coming in here and who you're going to entertain and who just serve an appetizer and be on your way? You know what I mean? Some bagel bites or something, quick cook up. I feel like that's what this is saying with that scale too. You're going to be able to discern who is worth your time. And I don't say that to be negative. I just mean, like, when your light is on, your light is on. And every moth that comes towards the flame, even though I feel like you are the moth, comes towards your flame is not necessarily, you know, they came with the crowd. You know, you've got to single out, you know, who you're really truly drawn to spend time with and entertain and catch up with or meet for the first time. You know what I mean? And I feel like the way that you're going to determine who comes through is you're going to like do the heart weigh thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's yeah, you could be weighing their heart metaphorically speaking or your own. And actually I get a feeling that it's like you're putting your heart on one scale and their heart on the other side of the scale and seeing how it goes. Again, I have to say it again because they keep piping it through my ear. Some people that are from the past are going to come back around. I feel like some of you, it's going to be romantic. This is going to be everything. Okay? Everything. It's a potluck dinner over here. I feel like for some of it, yes, some's going to be romantic, some's going to be platonic, some's going to be platonic that turns into romantic, some is going to be romantic that's masquerading as platonic. This is the whole plethora, buffet, potluck, situation, bonfire. Your light is on, that's all. You know what I mean? Your light's on. Eight of Wands. Okay, this is exactly what I was saying. see the Four of Cups here? See how he's dissatisfied with this offer coming in here from the universe? Remember, and this is also quickness, things coming in quickly too. Remember when I said that it's really about discerning and get very clear on who and what you want to spend your time on, because you're going to have a lot of optionality coming up here. There's no need. I literally just said that. I'm all about it. I'm getting a message. For some of you, there's a water sign or someone with heavy water in their chart. Okay, this is for a few of you, and I'm just going to say it quickly and then move on. For some of you, there's a water sign from your past that things were left off, not with a complete, what's the word, closure? Oh my God, I had a Little Mermaid moment. What's the word? Closure. Oh, what's the word? Burn. Oh my God. Little Mermaid. With the fire. Obsessed. That came to mind because of the mermaid here. Anyway. There's a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart. Or someone that you just had a deep emotional connection with, which rules the realm of like water, right? Someone that you didn't have complete closure with, although closure is something you do with and for yourself, but it just is kind of got cut off. It just, either someone ghosted or not everything was said. Just some stuff was left on the table. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for this person to come back around and speak their piece to you. And this could be romantic, this could be friendship, but either way, this is someone that you had an emotional investment in. They're coming back around, and they're reminding me to remind you that it's Mercury in retrograde, and that's the name of the game for the season. It's not going to be affecting all of the signs that way. It will be affecting you this way, okay? It's up to you what to do. Just be discerning, right? Be the Queen of Wands. Put the hearts on the scale, right? You know what I mean? Not literally, of course. But yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. We're also moving into a 4-year after this 3-year as well. So you can look at it in terms of like, is this something that needed to be tied up so that we could clear this karma or make amends so that I can move on to something else? Or is this like the universe going, okay, it didn't work out that first time and now is your chance to really revisit that energy? It's going to be different for everyone, okay? The Lovers. Okay. First of all, you have 8 of Wands on the bottom of this deck. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Bada bing, bada bang, and there we are. Yeah, do you see the starfish here? I love it. That absolutely represents wish fulfillment. This is, I mean, wish fulfillment around the Lovers. Choices in love and wish fulfillment. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you're going to have a lot of offers here that want your time and your heart space. And that, again, with this water here, I was just talking about this water sign or someone who you had like an emotional connection with. I really do feel like at the end of this, you're going to be in a beautiful place where you've manifested something truly long-lasting that is your heart's desire. I am hearing something, though. Get real with yourself around what your heart actually does desire. Sometimes we can do a lot of self-work, right? And we're like, okay, I've done the self-work. I'm clear on what I want. I'm not going to accept crumbs. Not every cup is mine. I know my worth, like all of these amazing things, right? And then we come face to face with another person, either new or old, that activates our heart space, and suddenly we forget all our lines, honey. And we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And that's the feeling that I got, like, from the meditation, too. Remember when I said, like, oh, what is happening with this frog prince and, like, slow jam and, like, oh, what's going on? And that's what it feels like here, too. So be gentle with yourself around that. Right? It's okay, you know, and at the end of the day, anyone or anything that could elicit a response from you of like forgetting how to speak English or your language or whatever is kind of a gorgeous thing if you think about it. Anyone that reverts you to childhood and suddenly you're gaga gooing because you don't even have the words. I mean, it's kind of endearing. And I do feel like that's what's in the energy here, okay? It's also making these choices in love and practicing that discernment from a place of strength like the Queen of Wands, measuring those hearts, looking and feeling things clearly, right? That's where the wish fulfillment lies, right? But this is so beautiful, Sagittarians. Oh, it's gorgeous. And look, it's all fire and water. And look at these major arcanas that you have. The Lovers and Justice. What? And and Justice is the 11 key as well, right? And we're talking about November. I'm all about it. Okay, and this was something I was feeling, but hasn't come up here. It kind of has, but I keep seeing 1111. Which I feel like some of you might literally be seeing that everywhere, but it's also like we are heading into November, but there's something here about synchronicities amping up and being everywhere, okay? You are going to get signs around this before it manifests. I'm telling you. Whether you interpret them as signs or not, you're gonna look back and go, oh my God, right? Some of them could literally actually be ants, I just heard. But no shade, I don't feel like you're gonna be hurt or anything like actual fire ants, but something. I mean, you could get a call from your auntie, you know what I mean? Talking about, you know, what do you wanna, you know, when are you gonna meet somebody or whatever, just an example. That's what my aunt says, so that's where I went. But this is really gorgeous, Sagittarians. I ain't worried about you one bit. At the end of the day, the Lovers and wish fulfillment. I mean, hi and hello. Hi and hello. I will say, I am getting this feeling too, that for some of you, this is oh my God, you guys are gonna die. Some of you, this is going to begin in Scorpio season, and then you're following the map that I saw in Scorpio season, and then you arrive at the destination in Sagittarius season. That feels important to say. Aphrodite. Really? Are you kidding me? Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Queendom. You live to serve the queen, darling. Queen here again. Them with the justice. Yes, Aphrodite. And also the dove represents beautiful love coming towards you as well. I mean, this just couldn't be better, honestly. It's really beautiful. And I love that the homework is so light. It's like, hey, guess what? Your light's going to be on, okay? You're taking on a moth-like energy. It's going to be like moths to a flame towards you. And all you have to do is just come from a place of instinct and intuition and, you know, make the choices that feel best for you. Be open, but discerning. And then it's all going to work out around your wish fulfillment. And you're going to have more love and attention than you know what to do with. Damn, hard life. Listen, I know you guys have been through a lot, so when I say this, I'm not trying to make light of it like you haven't earned this. I'm just, you know, I just have the giggles because it's just so beautiful, and I'm happy for you guys. On a final note as well, what is this last thing that I'm getting here? Okay, on a final note, I'm hearing for some of you, enjoy these moments before you get exactly what you want and you're at the center of all this attention, because alone time and quiet time is going to be incredibly difficult to come by to the point you may have to manufacture it. So really drink up this time now, because I'm telling you, it's about to get very hot in the kitchen. Is she not in a kitchen? Looks like a kitchen to me. Yeah, that's a cauldron. Definitely a kitchen. It's about to get very hot in the kitchen, and you're gonna find yourself having to manufacture some quiet time and being like, I left for work early, but really you're like taking a long walk. I'm not saying a lie, but you might have to manufacture a few things. Also, again, I'm getting the call to talk about, okay, fine. I don't normally feel the need to point out the signs, but they want me to. Justice represents Libra energy, and the Lovers represents Gemini. I'm going to tell you too, I'm picking up on this water sign again here in a big way, Scorpio in particular. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, Scorpio. But this is really beautiful and gorgeous for you. So enjoy the time before you get what you want. And that's, I feel like, exactly what Aphrodite is saying here, with awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity, okay? It's a beautiful thing. and this is just like great issues to have here coming up, Sagittarius. So with that being said, I could not be happier for you. This is well deserved and well earned, and I'm just sending you all the blessings in the world. I'm really happy for you. If this resonated and helped, please let me know in the comments below. I would just absolutely love that. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, just Sagittarius, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.